Hi everyone, this is Dikshita Varani. I'm back to the show today. As we come to the end of this year, I'm sure everyone is waiting to hear from someone who is a well known figure today. And yes, it is nice to see people mainly from the media or entertainment sector. So I have someone very, very special today. His name is Animesh Bhaya. I'm sure many of you already know him. He is a director, producer, and writer who has created a niche in crime based fiction on India television. And as I heard from him, his mother says that he can win the hearts of many and can get things done with his precious smile. So, this is a word from his mother. So, mind it, guys. So, he is also known to understand the psychology of crime and has been acknowledged for the same and as a force behind successful crime stories. He is not only into crime stories, but he's also into the comedy section. So he has been a part of Comedy Circus and many names to say. He is also a part of Optimist group and has been a very popular figure today. So he was born and brought up in born in Bihar and brought up in Delhi, and now he's settled in Mumbai with his wife who belongs to Uttarakhand. And recently he's been blessed with a baby boy. So congratulations, Animesh, and welcome to the show.
Thanks a lot, Dikshita. Thanks for this such a detailed introduction. It's like a whole life story you have conveyed through your description, the introduction. But
Thanks.
it's my honor, it's my privilege to be part of this show, and I really appreciate that you are hosting me in your channel. Thank you very much, Dikshita.
Thanks, Animesh. It's a pleasure from our side. So, Animesh, just to from the viewer's side, I would like to question you one thing. Like, would you like to let us know how has been your journey, into the media and entertainment industry since you are in this industry? How did you start your journey, and where are you now, and how you have, bridged that gap and come up so successful in life?
So I would say it's a very interesting story actually.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say so my journey towards this media and entertainment industry has started when I was in a womb. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, my mother, she was an artist herself. She
Uh-huh.
was
Wow.
she used to work with Doordarshan, and she was in the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting
Mhm.
for I think 35, 40 years of her life.
Wow.
And she was one of the first few anchors who was like performed in the television when it was black and white television. An
Mm-hmm.
interesting story behind this is that my dadi, my grandmother,
Uh-huh.
she chose her for my father by seeing her in the television only.
Wow, that's
So,
nice. I am privileged to have you in the show today. If you don't mind, may I know the name of that renowned lady? I mean, I'm so blessed to hear about her today.
yeah, her name is basically Sriti Rekha Gupta Bhaya, and my
Oh,
father's
okay.
name is Manojit Gupta Bhaya. So
Wow.
why I said that I started my journey when I was in womb only because my mother was a performing artist, and
Mm-hmm.
my father, though he never practiced entertaining things professionally, but
Mm-hmm.
he was a tabla player. He himself was a tabla player,
Wow.
and both were inclined towards art and culture. And
Mm-hmm.
as I'm a Bengali, and it's a common fact that the Bengalis are a little bit inclined towards art and culture.
Culture.
So that
Yeah.
has come through my you say
DNA.
lenience, through DNA basically.
Mm-hmm.
So she was there. Then my brother Abhishek Gupta Bhaya,
Mm-hmm.
he is a journalist, uh,
Oh, wow.
and he also has the inclination towards the art and culture film. He used to cover very lot of art and cultural events, the celebrities and everything. So I have grown up in this environment only. And
Mm-hmm.
I started my career very early when I was just 17-year old. I was in the
Wow.
first year of my college,
Mm-hmm.
and I was decided that I'm going to come to this field only. And uh, again an interesting thing that time I did my college through the Delhi University from ARSD college, and I did my history honors from there.
Hmm.
So the attendance matters basically when you
Right.
go to do give your
In
examination
institute.
all. But
Mhm.
my professors and my faculty members, they have seen my names in the television,
Mm.
so they knew that the guy is doing something work. So they have given me like the
I'll go
attendance
ahead.
benefit of doubt. Yeah, and I attended my exams and everything. So I started very early with a company called BAG Films.
Uh-huh.
So initially, I did few shows for Doordarshan for them, and
Hmm.
after that, they have, because I was a Bengali and there were one more colleague of mine who was Bengali. They
Hmm.
shifted me to basically Kolkata,
Okay.
uh, and Kolkata was an industry then, with a film industry. Delhi was not a film industry kind of a space, but
Hmm.
Kolkata, Mumbai, Chennai, these are the industries. So that
Right.
was my first encounter with the proper industry. And I used to basically, me and my colleague, we both used to handle all the operations of BAG films in Kolkata, because they were started basically a vertical over there. It's a
Right.
regional space. So there I worked with all the who's and who of the industry, like Sabyasachi Chakrabarti, Srilekha
Wow.
Mitra, Krishna Kishore Mukherjee. They are like legends over there.
Yes.
So at a very young age, with that kind of responsibility, working there was it was a experience of a lifetime, which
Mhm.
you can say so give me a kick in my career. And then after 1.5 years or so, we came back to basically in Delhi, and from there I have been transferred to Mumbai.
Okay.
So here I did few shows with for very renowned channels like History Channel and other channels, and did quite a bit of shows with celebrities. And so from the education point of view, I am a simple graduate. I am a history honors guy. Uh, and at those times, there was mass communication, but it was mostly the journalistic people used to do the mass communication. And
Hmm.
for film and industry, from entertainment industry, mostly people used to attend FTII or SRFTI in Kolkata. These were
Hmm.
the renowned organizations.
Hmm.
So but whatever I have learned everything through my experience. So I never did any professional course from anywhere. So it was all the experience which I got during my work, and that's how I keep on progressing on my career. And finally, I reached Mumbai, the place which I always dreamt of. I always wanted to be there. And
Right.
somehow, when I used to come from Delhi to Mumbai for work-related purpose or on a personal journey, I
Mhm.
always thought this place always attracts me, and this is a place where I belong. So
Mhm.
that way, you can say so. Ultimately, I landed up here. And again, a small backdrop, anecdote kind of a thing. I
Uh-huh.
used to sing. I am a good singer as well, a natural singer
Oh, that's
basically.
nice.
So
Hmm.
I used to sing in my school. So there was a Bengali song in my school days, which was like the lyrics was like "Fail kurle Baba Ma bokle paliye jawa jai Bombay," which
Why
translates
why
to
don't you
that if
sing
you
and
get
why don't you sing and tell
I
us?
will. First, let me give you the anecdote. So it means basically it translates into that if you get fail in your examination,
Uh,
obviously you get scolded by your parents, and then
uh.
you run and then you run towards Bombay. So and it was a very popular in my school. I people used my juniors or senior people students, they used to call me Bombay, Bombay Dada, Bombay boy, Bombay boy.
Wow.
And ultimately, when I reached Bombay, they now recall it. You sang this song, and ultimately you reached Bombay. And so I reached Bombay in 2011, and after that, since then, I am in Mumbai doing multiple shows. And yes, as you already described in the introduction, uh, I don't know. It's somehow I am inclined towards the crime shows. So I did all the major crime shows, be it a Crime Patrol or Savdhan India or Code Red. There are multiple shows in the TV in the crime space. and I have done all. I have got involved in as a creative director, as a project head. I did all the kind of crime shows. So it become my forte basically. Crime has become my forte. But yes, I have done other genres also, like comedy you mentioned, documentaries, sports show also as well. So it's a very bouquet kind of a thing I did in my during throughout my career. And ultimately, I am so right now I am with a company named Optimistics. It's a very renowned company, producer of Crime Patrol, Comedy Circus. Right now, there is a show called Laughter Ship, which is a very popular show. That is also my company. Then we are into now films as well. Khel Khel Mein, Vicky Vidya ka wo wala video. Oh My God 2. These are the films which we have produced. So yes, I'm in a very good space these days, a progressive company with a progressive thought and multiple verticals we are venturing into. So it's quite exciting. Yeah.
It's so nice to hear from you, Animesh. Forget about me getting inspired from you. I'm sure my children will be just wow. I mean, whom have you interviewed? They will be so happy because I'm a person who
I
always
agree.
keeps saying study, study. So today they will be on the, they'll be very happy to hear about you. Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure.
Yeah. So Animesh, my next question to you would be, being in the optimistic group,
Optimistic.
can you let us know what are the sources from where you build up your crime stories?
Okay. So crime, basically crime stories, crime series, be it Crime Patrol or Savdhan India, or there are multiple other web series also are there, which are based basically, which are crime as a genre. So
Hmm.
in crime, you must have noticed that either it says in the opening slate only, it says it is inspired by a true event or it is based on true event. The difference is if it says based on true event, that means that there is a thorough research has been done and exactly what has been happened during that crime for say Arushi Talwar case, right?
Hmm.
Or any other crime case which has already happened and where the verdict had already has come, then we do the research, we go to the actual files, we see the actual files of those cases, and then we create a story around it which is very true to the actual events which has happened. Then
Right.
there are shows where you we write inspired by true events. In
Mhm.
those cases, what happen is that can be any kind of case where there might not the verdict has come. We are still waiting for the verdict. But because the crime is such a interesting or unique in nature, that we take the actual crime and then we create a story around it. So that story is a fictional story. Maybe the relationships, maybe the dynamics can be a fictional thing, but
Right.
the crime is actual. So
Right.
the series which you see in TV, they are mostly are inspired by true events, where
Right.
basically we take actual stories, actual cases, actual crime
Mhm.
cases, and then we weave a story around it to make it very interesting. The storytelling should be very interesting so that audience can be glued to it, be very like focused, watch it very focusedly, and be always stick to this content.
Mhm.
So that way we fictionalize the real event. So that way a crime series gets produced. So, as for your question, so we do research. Yes, we take stories from real world only, and
Mhm.
then we recreate it for the audience, our audience.
Great. That's very interesting, Animesh. Now, my next question to you would be: there are many youth, okay, like who
Right,
aspires to be in this industry, right? And
right.
there are only few who get entry into this. So, what are your, advices for this generation so that they can also build up a similar career and then, rise up in life?
Hmm. Look, these days there are a lot of courses, both
Mhm.
from a renowned universities and again private universities. There are a lot of private universities as well, which gives you a lot of courses are there. So it has become little more competitive in that sense because in our time, as I told you, that there were few institutes and mass communication was there, but mostly people with the journalistic approach, they used to do those courses.
Mhm.
So now what happens as so now the industry has also grown. There's
Mhm.
TV, there is OTT, there
Mhm.
is films. So there are so much of content is producing every day or uh, every week. So there
Mhm.
is a lot of work. So and if you compare with lot of work, obviously there is lot of opportunities as well. So for the newcomers, I will advise that whatever they are doing, uh, they should get into a formal writing training. They should get that training so that they know what they want to do, because our field is a very varied field. It's not a it consumes basically lot of professionals from
Mhm.
varied background. There are
Right.
creatives, there are production, there are art director, there is a costume designer, there is lightman, there is director of photography, director. So there is a multiple people are gets involved to produce a single content.
Mhm.
So whoever wants to come to this, they have to be very clear about what
Yes.
they actually want to do, what
Right.
they have naturally inclination towards, so
Mhm.
that they can get when they do their courses properly, they will get to know about, oh, what all basically what all things are
Mhm.
there, what all, yeah, what all how many people are get involved, what kind of specialization you require to
Right.
basically get into this industry. So once you are very much sure of, yes, I want to do this, I want to do direction, or I want to do creative, or I want to do cinematography. So once you decide that, then it will help you with that approach. You can come to industry and you have a very you say targeted approach. So you can introduce yourself, or you can apply for those positions, and then once you start working, you will get your experience and you will grow automatically. That is how this industry works.
Thank you so much, Animesh. So I'm sure people who are aspiring to be in your position, they have got the message now. And of course, viewers, you can put in your, thoughts in the comment box. And if Animesh is free, maybe Animesh can reply to it. Right, Animesh?
Yes, yes,
And
definitely.
thank you. So, Animesh, any new projects what are the upcoming projects for which you're working right now? Are there any such projects going on,
Yes, yes.
or you cannot?
So no, no, no. So whatever I can tell, I can declare,
Yes,
I will definitely do that.
sure.
So we have a project called Crimes Aajkal, which is there in Amazon Mini. It's for
Mhm.
youth, it's for youngsters. So we have already done a 3 seasons. So
Mhm.
we are going to come with our next season as well for that.
Mhm.
Then currently a fiction show is going on in our Dangal TV. There is a channel called Dangal TV where
Uh-huh.
a fiction series Tulsi Hamari Badi Siani, which is already running.
Right.
Then, as I told you, there's a show called Laughter Ship. It's a non-fiction show.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to come with a season 2 in Colors channel just after the Big Boss gets completed. So
Great.
that is there. And after that, there are a few things in pipeline uh, on all TV, OTT, and films, which I can't reveal right now. But
Sure.
yeah, many exciting projects are there, which is going to be rolled out in due course of time.
Fabulous. So it's so nice to hear from you, Animesh. One last thing, Animesh, for the entire world, since you are a master in creating crime stories, what is your message to the world so that they can keep themselves safe?
So basically, we make these crime shows to make people understand and how they can make themselves safe. So crime
Absolutely.
patrol, you see from a police investigation perspective, how police investigates a particular crime. So you get a lot of knowledge. Oh, you need to be safe. You need to, before opening a door, you need to check who is there. Then you can, if it is a unknown person, don't right away open your door if you are alone. Then there is a show called Savdhan India, which is a
Mhm.
very popular show, Savdhan India. The
Yes.
whole peg of the show was Savdhan India, basically to आप सावधान रहे, सतर्क रहे, and
Mm.
know basically what all precautions you need to take. Look, crime is something. Why crime sells, or why crime people watches crime? It's basically, crime is something. It's a part of our society. Unfortunately, it's a part of our society. Right from the mythology to till date, you will get to see crime everywhere.
Yes.
If a Duryodhan has attacked Draupadi, that was also a crime.
Fine.
In Ramayana, if Ravan has abducted Sita, that was also a crime. So crime is something which is knitted into our society, into our life.
Mm-hmm.
So, and whenever, if you open a newspaper, you will get to see negative crime news first. There is
Right.
very few positive news. Oh, इसने ऐसा किया वैसा. Most, and we get to incline to, or we love to read crime stories in magazines, in novels, and we want to. So, what television or audiovisual medium does is, when you hear about some crime, you get this curiosity. अरे कैसे हुआ होगा? एक
हाँ.
पति ने अपने पत्नी को मार दिया, उनके बीच में क्या हुआ होगा उस रात, कैसा झगड़ा हुआ, क्या प्रॉब्लम हुई होगी, फिर कैसे मारा होगा, which is sad, but you get this.
You can.
There is a, yeah, you get craving to know that, and
Yes.
when you see those things recreated in front of your eyes, you get your that craving gets satisfied. Oh, okay, ये लड़ाई हुई होगी ऐसे, ऐसे मारा होगा, ऐसे होगा. So those cravings get satisfied through this crime shows. So for my message for world is, look, I don't see this is an impractical thought or impractical aspiration that the whole world be a crime-free world. It can
Right.
never happen.
Yes.
We say now crime happens for the main three reasons: jar, joru, zameen.
Ah, right.
For your property, for your wife
Why?
or any female companion, or zameen, the
Pati.
land property you have. So these are the three major basic reasons. And for this, everybody is fighting. Two countries are fighting for land. Uh, Peoples are fighting for a love interest, for their wife. Themselves, they are fighting for money. So, and this fight you can't go do away with.
Mhm.
You can be safe, you have to be safe, you have to be open, you have to be very alert about what are the things happening in your nearby, through within your relationship or outside. Most
Mm.
of the crime sadly happens between the people who knows each other. This
Right.
is the sad part. So you have to be very cautious and open. Keep your eyes open, ears open, and be practical, and be always take precautions. That is the only way you can be safe from any type of crime, be it offline, online, or any kind of crime.
Thank you so much, Animesh. I think this show has been a really informative, show for everyone. So thanks for being here, despite the year end. I know you are busy right now, and also you have a baby boy coming into the family. So this is a festive season. Despite that, you have given us that time. So thank you from the bottom of our heart, and on from the I mean on behalf of the public also, I thank you and wish you and your family a very happy new year, Animes. Thank you so much for being there.
Thank you, Dikshita. Thanks a lot. Thanks for all your wishes. And I also want to wish you, your family, and all the viewers of your channel very, very happy new year. May the new year bring a lot of happiness, success, everything to everybody. And thanks a lot for hosting me in your channel. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Animes. Thanks for your time. Bye.